Bad news, Jets fans. I think this might become a regular thing. Another blowout. 26-0 loss for Gang Green in Denver, Mile High City, at the hands of Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos. Glenn Naughton, Jet Nation Radio, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to check out our forums online, jetnation.com. Forums, the most active Jets message board on the internet, where fans are undoubtedly losing their minds right now, and why wouldn't they be? More incompetence. More, what the hell is this team doing right now? How many years of this before we finally see this team field a competitive roster? Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Zach Wilson, third pro game. You know what? He wasn't the issue today. He could have been better. He definitely could have been better. He had a few throws that made you go, what the hell did he just do? How did he miss the guy by that much? He had a couple of those. But you know what? He threw some dimes. He threw some balls that gave guys a chance to make plays. And they didn't. 2-3 drops for Corey Davis. I think I counted 3 for Davis. 2 for Ty Johnson. 1 for Michael Carter. 1 for Braxton Berrios. A Berrios ball went right through his hands for the interception. But Denzel Mims isn't good enough to play on this team right now. They can't get in the end zone. Denzel Mims, not good enough. He's not good enough. They said it on the broadcast. I've been saying it for a couple weeks. Get Denzel Mims on the field for 10 damn plays. If you're going to tell Robert Saleh, if you're going to tell the fans, I'm psyched for Denzel, I'm psyched for the week he had, then you know what? Pick the 10 or 12 plays you ran from the great week of practice he had. Pick the handful of plays you liked best. And run those plays with Denzel Mims. Enough about, well, we need a cover guy on punt. You can't score a point. Not a point. But you're gunner. Oh, we gotta have a gunner. And yeah, you do have to have a gunner. Is Denzel Mims that bad of a gunner that he's not worth putting there to have him on the field to play receiver for you? I don't get it. This is what the Jets do. Draft young quarterbacks and don't really do all you can to help them succeed. So hopefully we see Robert Saleh dial back the stubbornness and put Denzel Mims on the field next week. And I'm not saying Denzel Mims is going to cure all the Jets' problems. They still might lose 26-0. But at least you're doing it with your best players. Keelan Cole, I'm not sold on Keelan Cole being a better player than Denzel Mims right now. Jeff Smith, who, as I said, I like. I even said the other day, the whole Denzel Mims thing, I do feel bad for Jeff Smith about that. Jeff Smith should be a great story right now. Well, maybe not great. You're 0-3. How great could it be? But undrafted guy, hurt as a rookie, still manages to stick on that roster. The coach gets fired. They bring in a new coach. He sticks on that roster. That's pretty impressive. They bring in a new coach. He sticks again. So the guy's doing enough that everybody likes him. And now he's finally getting playing time in games. And everyone's just talking about how bad the team stinks and why isn't Denzel Mims in there. And really, they should be. But it's just a shame for Jeff Smith. Anyway, I digress. 26-0 loss. No touchdowns, obviously. 2 interceptions for Zach Wilson. As I said, one of them went through Braxton Berrios' hands. Not on Zach Wilson. That's not on him. On defense, the D-line looked all right. I mean, really, these guys fought. You know, they gave up 26, but Jesus, the game was over. The defense knew. The defense knew before halftime that this offense wasn't scoring today. And they kept fighting, kept battling. Quincy Williams had himself a forced fumble that was picked up by Delshon Phillips for a big return. That being said, Quincy Williams did not have a good game. Did not play well. But a lot of guys didn't play well, right? That's how they kind of ended up where they were. So Williams had the forced fumble. He had some tackles for loss. C.J. Mosley had himself another good game. Quinnen Williams probably had the best game of the day for the Jets. He shared a sack with Bryce Huff at one point. Foley Fatukasi looked very good again. Sheldon Rankins looked very good. And that was it, really. The DBs weren't impressive. Corners weren't impressive. They got exposed a little bit, but that was bound to happen. We've talked about that. So the takeaway is that this team has a lot of work to do. The offensive line was not good. Before the game, I said Denver would win, but I said the Jets had a shot. if they run blocked as well as they did last year and then leaned on that run game, it didn't happen. They didn't really. There was no effort to establish the run, and I get that they were down early, but it's not like it was 28-0 at halftime. They were still in position to run the ball. They didn't. They ran the ball 12 times all day. So they put it all on Wilson's shoulders. The receivers let him down. The O-line let him down. And now here we sit, 0-3. The Jets have not had a lead so far this season. 0-3 for, third, fourth year in a row. Jets fans are about a week away from the annual, hey, let's start talking draft loss, as this team will most certainly fall to 0-4 next week at home. But life of a Jets fan, folks. Trust the process, right? New coach every few years, new process every few years. A lot of trusting. Not a lot of winning, but a lot of trusting. So we trust the process, because what choice do we have, right? Either stop watching or trust these guys. So hopefully they get it turned around. Hopefully things get better. But one thing before I go, real quick, definitely, the highlight of my week as a Jets fan, and this is not a paid advertisement, not a paid plug, just a Jets fan saying to other Jets fans, since watching your favorite football team right now is about the most depressing thing you can do, check this out if you get a chance. Marty Lyons, If These Walls Could Talk. There's a quarterback up there, but we'll cut him out of there. We don't want to trigger anybody. If These Walls Could Talk, stories from the New York Jets sideline, locker room, and press box. Read it for the second time this week, and just really thoroughly enjoyed it. Really good book. And get it at the Marty Lyons Foundation website. The Marty Lyons Foundation, similar to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, for those of you who are unfamiliar. Marty's Foundation raises money and then helps out, uses that money to meet the needs or the wishes of terminally ill children. Some tearjerkers in there, some about some of these children, but some beautiful stories at the same time. So check that out. Go to Marty Lyons Foundation website to order. And next week it's back home for the Titans, and we'll see if the Jets can just play a competitive football game. Give your fans a reason to stay tuned beyond the first 8 minutes, because fans were excited about this season. But the coaching at this point, some of the decision making, you have an offensive coordinator. I get it, he's in his first year, but should you really be asking your rookie quarterback to go 3rd and 1 empty backfield, and then a few series later 4th and 1 empty backfield? You're tipping off the defense. How about help the defense as little as possible to try to help your young rookie signal caller succeed, and maybe get his best players on his best weapons on the field around him. I know this isn't the Jets' way, hasn't been for a while, but let's give that a shot. Let's put the best players in there and see how the team does. Maybe you put Denzel Mims in there and you lose 70-0 next week. I don't know. But at least you do it with your best players. So that's it for this week. Just a little quick wrap up here, and be sure to check out Jet Nation Radio Tuesday night. Myself, Alex Varallo, and we are expecting the return of Dylan Terraman. Looking forward to talking about this game, breaking it down, and hopefully talking about a win next week at home. Remains to be seen. Thanks so much. Have a great night, Jets fans.